they're not Space Marine heroes, they're Warhammer heroes. Greetings everyone, I'm Sister Lilia and welcome to my armory. So, did I or did I not use the gatcha animation at the beginning of this? I mean, same kind of thing. I mean, looking at the side, we've got the two rares, the ultra rare, and the 4 commons. Okay, enough of me rapping on this lot. GW brought these out in 2023, and yeah, I've now got 4 of them, so I figured let's do a video on them. Since people seem to like these videos. Let's be dangerous for a moment. Slice. Slice. Now, I would advise not doing what I am doing because holding a knife blade by the blade is not a smart plan. It tends to risk injury, but in this case it worked. So, let's see who the first one is. It's a Chainsword Marine in 2 or more different languages. So we have the instructions on how to build an assault intercessor. I've probably butchered the name, but yeah, like sculpt wise it's decent. I've looked at enough assault intercessors to kind of have them kind of blend together mentally. Especially given I still haven't put out that video on Leviathan, have I? Okay, so what is the point that there isn't a card? Like, there's this, but like, at least the Space Marine Heroes ones had cards. So we'll just put kind of that there. Now let's see what we've got. We have Brother Viganus. Oh no, there's one in English and one in another language, I think Japanese. But yes, we've got kill team thing, can be a leader, a captain, sergeant. This one has a bolter. So really hitting the commons on this one, hey? Yes, I will keep making that joke. I will keep comparing this to Gatcha because it certainly feels like it. And we have the smoke throwing one. The bolt gun marine who throws smoke. Oh boy. At least he has interesting looking cybernetics. Like we see he's got here an augmetic arm with in place of a normal arm, and kind of wish they'd gone harder on these and like made it look like an Iron Hands, or it's like got cybernetic leg replacement and so on, but no, it's just the hand. Still a cool piece though. Why don't I actually make that a bit more centered, shall we? And so we see now. Let's see what we have here on this final one. Do we have a decent one, or do we just have true choices? So, hey, we have the captain. Nice. So we have the ultra rare. Cool. So plasma pistol and power fist. Let's just put the box there, shall we? Just put the data sheet thing there because it's pretty irrelevant. Yeah, sculpt wise, it's a nice enough captain. I mean, we've got the Primaris plasma pistol. We've got the nicely sculpted bolt power fist with classic style command pauldron. That reminds me of the old metal captains. We've got two different versions of helmets. We've got the Primaris helmet with the or two different versions of heads. We've got the helmet with laurel wreath around it, and a bear head. We've got the neat, or kind of neat backpack. So it's got the iron halo on there. We've got the moulded in cape. And we've got a little Crux Terminatus on his knee, on one knee, and a Purity Seal on the other. Okay then, so we've got 3 troop choices and a commander. I've had worse. At least it's not the kind of situation that was the cheapest version of the starter set for 8th edition, which had 2 non-legal units on the Space Marine side and 1 non-legal unit on the Death Guard side. These ones are just non-legal units in general, and except for the captain. But you could use them as lieutenants. Everything is a Primaris lieutenant if you try hard enough. So, I've been going for 6.5 minutes. I am going to go and build these and come back. Okay, we've got them built. So, out of the troop choices, the most interesting one is this guy. I mean, look at him. Look at that cybernetic. Like, come on, that looks really cool. I still feel like they could have gone harder on the cybernetics, but and made him look a bit more like an Iron Hands. But it's still decent. I mean, in terms of scale, here's how he scales with one of the heroes' firstborn Marines. And here's how he scales with an Infernus that I still haven't finished painting, or more that I haven't taken beyond priming. In terms of the captain, like, the captain is a nice sculpture. Did I have all of that in frame? Just in case I didn't have it in frame, here's how they scale together. Like, yeah, they're the same generation of ideas, so, and of armour, so yeah. Now, in terms of the captain, like, we've got that awesome pauldron. We've got the kind of stock backpack, or kind of captain modded version of the stock Mark 10 backpack. We've got the standard kind of Primaris plasma pistol. The helmet's got a wreath around it. I chose to go for the helmet because, well, it seems less brain dead. Seriously, captains not having helmets on is really dumb. It's like, here, let's just be a tempting target for a sniper. But yeah, like, the details are nice enough. Given it's kind of set up to be an any chapter Marine, it doesn't have chapter specific iconography on there. You could add whatever onto the pauldron. That being said, it is a moulded on pauldron, so you can't just go ahead and rip and swap it out for, say, a Blood Angels or a Ultramarine one. But with some creativity, you could easily put on an icon. Now, in terms of scale, here it is next to the Leviathan Terminator Captain. They are both decently sized in relation to one of the subjects of the last video I did. It clowns on the Tech Priest, but not as much as that custom Tech Priest, the converted Tech Priest. Yeah, like, it's just more dramatically posed Primaris, so yeah. These are neat enough. The main niche I can see for these is just as painting bait. Essentially, like you get this to just kind of test out a colour scheme on, and you want something that's different to the current Infernus Marines that GW basically hand out for painting. And I say hand out, they may well do that, but you paint on them, you get them for free at the stores to paint on. But yeah, now I'm not painting these in this video because I have worked out what chapter they go for. There's two kind of schools of thought with things when I'm painting, when it comes to not painting things for the video they're going to be in for at the end of it. One of them is that I can't think of what I'm going to paint things as. The other is it would just take too ridiculously long. There is a subject of next month's video that won't be painted at the end of it. It will be the only video where the subjects aren't painted. That is, that don't come pre-painted. Anyway, enough of me rambling about next month. Thank you guys for watching. What are your thoughts on these? Do you think I went a bit too hard on the gatcha comparisons? Yes, they all have a spare head on the sprue unless you take the head off the sprue. But yes, the bare-headed captain's head. I don't like it. I don't like the bare-headed look. It doesn't. The only bare-headed captain that kind of does it, that kind of I like, is Gabriel Angelos. And I say Gabriel Angelos, I mean from Dawn of War 1. Not from kind of the more modern era. Because I don't really like the design of him through Forge World, and Dawn of War 3 kind of got it right, design-wise. I say kinda. I mean, they made him pogo jump with his thunder hammer, which was ridiculous, but as far as armor design-wise, I liked his armor. His scaling was a bit off, but, well, I think he crossed the Rubicon Primaris, and before anyone else. Given the Mechanicus' close ties with the Blood Rivers, it could be possible. Although they didn't get the Primaris until Custodes showed up and just went, here, catch, and left. Anyway, enough rambling. Thank you guys for watching. I will be back with more in future. Catch you around. Bye.